Now, you mentioned that you are also an office admin for Flying Wild Hog. How is life day to day in a game studio? I think a lot of people would be curious about what happens on a daily basis. Just office life stuff in a game studio.
So we come over to the office. We have a coffee. Everybody goes working for some time. Then we go to eat dinner. There are some meetings during the day. We work again. It's nothing special. There aren't like fireworks. It's like daily life. Like everybody is working somewhere, and it's nothing different.
Do you guys have sessions where?
We play some games from time to time. Whenever a new game comes out, we always launch it either on the consoles or on the PC. And it's like 10 people sitting in the conference room, and we're playing, looking. Oh, this is nice. This is bad.
Do you play games from the competition?
Yes, all the time. Each new game that comes out, we try to at least 1 hour we're playing. Everybody comes over to see how it looks like, how it plays. The last game that we played together was probably for a longer time. It was Shadow of Mordor and Dying Light.
Yeah, Dying Light. That for me is a game that I bought it. I want to play it. I don't have time to. It's such a big game. Now, you mentioned you worked as a level designer on Shadow Warrior, the first game. How did you start doing levels? In general, like how did you get into level design?
Beforehand, I was a QA specialist. I was testing the game, so I got a chance to create a level, and when you are a QA, so a tester for the game, you can see what errors level designers or other people make. So when I started to make a level, it was already done in such a way that the wouldn't be any like blocking issues. There wouldn't be any bugs that would block you. I was trying always to do something that would be unbreakable.
So you got your start into level design, making levels for modern games, modern engines.
No, I started already for Shadow Warrior 1.
Yeah, no, I'm asking if you ever, for example, played around with things like Doom or the level editor for some of those games.
I didn't have the time. It was when we started doing Shadow Warrior 1, it was only Shadow Warrior 1 and polishing the levels so that they work fine, they look fine, and that they play fine.
How long did it take to get a level to where you guys were convinced that, this is good?
Oh, it's hard to say, because we had 14 levels and 3 bosses in Shadow Warrior. I did 5 levels, from what I remember, 5 levels. We did the levels in settings. So the first setting we did was the port that we'll be playing next. The second setting we did was the Kyoto levels, the like in the start of the game that the gardens were playing. And the third setting was the final one, the levels in the mountains. So it's like it's hard to say, because when we finished a level and we thought that it's finished, then there came some bugs. We wanted to change something on the levels. It was really hard to say how much time to spend. I didn't count this.
Now, you said you worked in the game in settings. Did you work the game? Did you do the game in a linear fashion, like the beginning at the beginning?
No. We did. The first levels that we created were from the middle. So after you kill this boss, you will go to the port, and these were the levels that came to being first.
If I ever get around to killing this guy, it's taking...
Shoot the crystal inside.
Yeah, I'm almost down to the second one. The second crystal is almost done. Ah, no.
Best if you use the Uzi.
Yeah, I'm out of ammo for it, I think. Oh, now we got some ammo for that. Yeah, I'm contradicting the developer.
There is loads of ammo on the outside.
Now, any other genres you guys like other than first-person shooters? I mean, I understood with the platformer why you guys did it, because you guys have family members and such, but would you like some time in the future to try your hands at maybe doing an RPG, or maybe doing something else like a survival horror game?
Here I can talk only for myself.
Yeah, yeah.
I would love to make an tactical-based, like turn-based tactical game, like Final Fantasy Tactics. This is something I always wanted to do. I would be really happy if we started such a project. But you know, Flying Wild Hog specializes in FPS games. So hard to say.
Yeah, but you guys, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but you have already shown with that platformer that you guys can do different things. So...
Yep. Shoot his leg.
I did.
The arm is broken. Shoot his leg.
I gotta get away. No, I have to say that having just played one other first-person shooter series, and I won't name it, that had boss fights, I found the boss fights in that game to be really annoying, but this guy, although it's taken me a long time and I'm probably doing things wrong, he is not annoying.
But you know, we are talking, so probably I'm taking away some of your attention.
No, it's not that. I have very little attention anyway. It's very hard to be attentive when you're also streaming, but... okay, here we go. Grab. Where are you going, big boy? Where are you going? I like the fact that this is a boss fight that makes sense. Some of the some recent games have bosses that are essentially designed to be annoying. I don't know how else to call it. Like, they do too much damage, they move too fast, they require that you die and reload so many times that it gets annoying for me.
So you don't like Dark Souls?
Oh, Dark Souls, I have a problem with Dark Souls. I would love to play Dark Souls, but I don't have enough ability in using a controller. And without a controller on keyboard and mouse, the first game is really, really bad. On keyboard and mouse. I've never played. I played like 20 minutes, and it was I didn't get to the first boss. I couldn't figure out the controls because, like I said, I've never had a console, a modern console, and so I'm not used to playing with a controller. But I would love to play Dark Souls. But that's a different type of annoying, you know. That's the annoying where the game is brutal and difficult. But when the game decides to be unfair, that's different. And I found this boss fight, I know, it was not necessarily easy or a walk in the park, but it wasn't annoying, it was balanced, and I like that.
You were banished.
Jeez, you go away for 200 years, you'd think you'd get a little... Hey, Hoji, I was wandering the earth like a homeless ghost.
Okay, so now after this cutscene, guys, I'll be going to do the giveaway.
I didn't. I just gave up my memories.
Still doing Enra's dirty work, huh? Yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir. Figures.
Who's Enra?
Ruler of the ancients. The cock that got me banished.
You can't fight him, Hoji. And
Little mortal.
this little mortal.
You mean the little mortal who just kicked your ass?
Also track down and kill your whisperer.
Maybe. But you won't find the others.
Others?
Well, I like so one thing that I forgot to mention, and I wanted to say it like at the very start, during the it's like within the Shadow Warrior 2 trailer that I played, there is that part when he's driving the car.
And look what happens when you
The guy with the double sword, jumps from in the samurai armor, jumps down, cuts his, and when he's slicing through his car and slicing it in half, Lo Wang has no expression on his face, and I love that. It's like, nah, that's just a Tuesday for me, guys. Trying
It's
to,
like, seriously, you just messed up my ride.
yeah, it's
The,
like,
the only thing I got after the demonic invasion and...
yeah, exactly. He has that expression, like, come on, dude, really, my car.
just enough chi for one passage.
You're not gonna leave me here.
Oh, it'll fit both of us. Just don't hesitate once I open it.
Okay.
Time to go after the next Whisperer.
Wait, what?
That's where this portal leads. But you can always stay here. The offer expires in 3,
God damn you,
2,
Hoji.
1.
I also like the fact that there doesn't seem to be a point in the game, although I haven't played the entirety of Shadow Warrior 1, where Lo Wang would ever learn to be a nicer, friendlier human. He always stays like this, and I love it. He has this sort of personality where you don't really love him, but you love him.
Yeah, he's like likable.
Yeah, which is also I like the fact that you kept a lot of the catchphrases from well, the concept of Lo Wang saying catchphrases. I really like that.
Yeah, this was one of the things that we had to have. And the fortune cookies and all the other things, they had to be. And the anime girls also.
Okay, so do you still want to do the giveaway with how you said, with people giving exampple of catchphrases?
Yeah, we can do this. Guys, do you want to think of a one-liner for Lo Wang?
Okay, so guys in chat, if you have any idea for a one-liner, so one that he's already said or a new one?
New one.
Okay, so guys in chat, if you want to think of an idea for a catchphrase that would be really cool for Lo Wang to say, please type it in chat, and we will be picking a winner from the people who type these catchphrases in the site. Artur will pick the winner because he will choose the one that he likes best. Okay, let me pause the game. And I've switched out of the game to get to the codes. Okay, I don't know if chat has heard me. Let me type this. So for a chance to win one of the copies of Shadow Warrior, the game that we're playing, please provide your example of a funny catchphrase or a serious catchphrase that Lo Wang would say. Chat has no idea. Chat is speechless. Okay, Chat is thinking hard. Oh, nicely done for Fleos. One of our live streamers here is doing a 24-hour live stream where he's hoping to raise money for charity, and he's past 1,000 Canadian dollars raised. He's from Canada.
Nice. Congrats.
Oh, we have some people who are refusing to enter because they already own the game. That's nice.
Come on, you can write it.
Guess it got too spicy for the pepper. I'm selling these fine leather jackets. What? No Wang, no gain.
Oh, this is nice.
You know what I wanted to say, but I don't want to sound like I don't know what you guys are thinking about in the studio, but although I hate when every single game and movie today is Rise of the, I would really think that a funny idea for Shadow Warrior 2 would be to call it Shadow Warrior 2 Rise of Lo Wang.
Rise of the Wang.
Yeah. Lo Wang Rise on, you know. Yeah. Sharian Radake, Wang on, Wang off. Rise of the Titsubishi. That was a funny. Like when I saw that the cars having Titsubishi. Oh God. And we found like the best fortune cookie yesterday. It said, "Man who drops soap in prison shower will get super bummed."
Yeah.
So, Artur, are you ready to pick a first winner?
Yeah, the first one is Akaun with You're Not Kawaii.
Okay, that's an earlier one. Let me go. Okay. And message. Nope, not that way. Okay, I'm going to be sending Akaun underscore the key for the game via Twitch private message right now. So our first winner is Akaun, and the key is on his way to him. I have sent it to him via Twitch private message.
Okay, the second one will be The Prisoner for Can I Have Some Mustard with That Hot Dog? I say this in the game, seriously.
Okay, The Prisoner. You are also a lucky winner of a copy of Shadow Warrior. One copy of Shadow Warrior being sent to you right now. Also via Twitch private message. So make sure you guys check your private messages. Otherwise you won't see the link to the code to activate your copy of the game on GOG.com.
Okay, the third one will be Hacker4748. Here is some Wang for you.
Okay, there we go. And do you want to give out the other two right now, or do you want to give them at the end?
We can give them at the end.
Okay. So guys, stay tuned until the end of the live stream. Around 42 minutes from now, when we will be giving, well, Artur will be giving away 2 more copies of Shadow Warrior. Okay, let's hopefully get me back where set up. Here, okay. Now, Artur, if you have anything from your side that you want to share, like behind-the-scenes stories and things from making the game, feel free to do so. And guys in chat, if you have any questions for us, please, you can use @TheWeekendSlice or I forgot your nickname, Artur.
Hashmalum.
Yep, Hashmalum. You can use either of those users to ask us questions, and I will do my best to answer, but of course I'm not the dev. Artur is. Okay. And Artur, if these guys come up with some cool ones in between, maybe you can remember them till the end, if you don't mind doing that.
Yeah, we'll write it down.
If they come up with something that you really like until the end.
Okay.
I've heard of trolls, but this is ridiculous.
So yeah, this is the second setting. You are in the port. This was one of the first levels that was created.
So this was one of the first levels.
Yes, yes, yes.
So we're like almost 5 hours into the game. No, well, 4 hours into the game. That's interesting. But did you know when you were creating this level that it wouldn't be at the start?
I think yes. Yeah, it was like we wanted to create the first levels at the end so that they were most fresh. You know, that most of the game was already created, and the first levels, then we had the most experience with the game itself.
Well, look at that.
So the first levels would be like better, in our opinion. But tell me, after you finish this level, you tell me how do you like it?
You know why I asked you that? Because I don't know if you know we had 2 live streams before this one for the Thief 1 and 2 games from way back, 1998 and 2000 I think, or something like that. And the first Thief game, they wrote a really cool story, and they designed the levels around the story. They got some interesting feedback where people said they liked this and they didn't like that, and they took all the feedback, and then for the second game, because it's a game where you go and steal things, they designed the levels first and then they molded the story around the levels. So 2 different approaches.
But first of all, we already knew what the settings will be, but we didn't know how the levels would look like. It was like we were sure that we wanted a port, we wanted the gardens in Kyoto, and we wanted a mountain fortress. That was sure.
Now,